Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Create This Book Tuesdays, the series where I use the amazing Moriah Elizabeth's prompt book to decorate, is that the word? To create a doll, but using the inspiration from a prompt. So like I said last time, I'm not very creative in like the art kind of way, like drawing, painting, but I do like making these dolls. So today's prompt is, let me find it. Found it. It's page 66. I don't know if you can see it there. This is all backwards anyway because I don't know how to turn it around so that the words aren't backwards, but I'll read it anyway. It says, create string decor. Decorate these pages using pieces of string, thread or yarn. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, I've got all 3 of these books and we're doing one prompt a week, so it could take a while. So please do let me know if you're enjoying this series. And anyway, let's see what we can do. Let's go. So here is the doll that I have chosen for today, and I am going straight in with an outfit, which is, you'll see why in a minute that I had to start with the outfit, but I had to skip quite a bit of this because I don't know why I struggle to put, I'm losing my voice, hang on. I don't know why I struggle to put sleeves on so much, but I do, so there we go. And that is so far. Now, this is why I had to put the outfit on first. Because we're making a slight hole in her hand. So yeah, but then we're just gonna get the thread, because here, thread, I always say thread, because we are creating using string, so I'm just gonna literally thread that through. I don't know why I struggle with that word so much, thread. Thread that through, and then you want it to like double. So then you're gonna push this all the way through, and maybe I should put a trigger warning on this video because some people don't like needles. I'll do that. Okay, hopefully there was one and I didn't forget after saying this, because I know some people really don't like needles. I don't really like them. I like piercings and stuff, but I don't like needles in general. Anyway, so once that's completely through, you're going to leave about this much, and then you're just going to wrap it around 2 fingers and then fold the loop underneath, and you're just literally creating a knot. And you want it as close to the end as you can get it because you want as much of the string as you need to use it as a puppet. So, because that's what we're doing. Did I even say that? We're making a puppet doll. Is it called a marionette or have I made that up? Either way, that could be this doll's name. Anyway, once it's secure, you can cut off the ends of the string and then pull them through so that you can see that it is working, which is what you want. You want it to be strong enough, so maybe double knot it. I did, but I just did one of them off camera, so there we go. And then the arm will move up, which is good. Now at the top, I'm going to do this slowly and then I'll speed up for the rest of them because you don't want to watch this 4 times over because we literally do just repeat this process. But you just go around and then through with your needle, and then what you want to do is create a knot a bit lower down than what the end is because you need room to be able to cut it off. And then we're going to make another knot, but this time you don't want it on top of the knot that you've just done. So this is hard to explain, but you can see what I'm doing. So just keep watching what I do here so that you want to pull the knot so that it's not on top of the last knot. You can manipulate it a bit just by pushing it, but I'll show you now what I mean. So snip it off once it doesn't matter about the bits at the top either because you won't really see them. But can you see what I've done here? There. So there's a knot and then there's a knot higher up, and that is so that you can attach them onto the poles at the end so that, you know, like the puppet thing. You'll see anyway. But anyway, I'm going to speed it up because we're just literally doing that exact same process again for the hands. And then once they're all tied on, you can take them off. Just like that. Now, I forgot to tell you a trick from before. So what I actually did was, I'm going to show it in a minute, but get boiling water and let them soak so that it's softer to push through.
A few moments later.
So that's just what I was doing there, because otherwise I literally forgot to say, because the plastic would be so hard to get through with a needle this size. So if you let them sit in boiling water for a bit, it is easier to get through. Please mind your fingers, needles are sharp. But anyway, just showing you again that we're literally doing the exact same process with the feet, but because the feet are lower down, this might be self-explanatory, but it was something that I didn't think about until the last minute, that the string needs to be longer because the feet are lower down, so it's got longer to reach to the top, if that makes sense. So I've just done that same thing, double knot at the bottom, pull it through, and then we're going to put our little knots at the top as well. Here's me doing that just like in a really bad angle. I'm so bad at that. I've noticed I go off camera constantly because I'm just that in the zone that I forget that I'm doing it. But yeah, and here I have some little dowels or skewers, whatever you want to call them, but they're pretty cute. They've got hearts on, and all I'm going to do is get more of that string. I'm going to call it that instead of thread. And literally just go in a few, so I'm going over them and then I'm going round them as well, so that it's all different directions, and I'll literally do this a good amount of times until it's really sturdy. So just do it until you can't move the sticks anymore, so they should be set in place, but you're literally just doing that, winding them round and round and round and round. There we go, that's a better version of it. And then I do it the other way as well, so I twist it that way and then do it again. But as you can see, it's already pretty steady. So then what I do is I get the piece that I'm holding and the piece that's dangling and just do another knot so that it kind of ties it all together and there's no chance of it unwinding. I did do a double knot for that as well. And then of course just snip it off. And now we're on to the fun bits. This has been fun, but it took longer than this video suggests. So this is now the fun bits. A little bit of paint and brushes. And look at this. This pink matched so well with a lipstick that I just loved it, and I really didn't need a lot. And then I'm also putting some red out as well. And I'm just going to give her some really circular bright cheeks. And I've added music so you can just enjoy watching me paint now. And there we go. So we are on to the hair brushing. And I'm not going to wash this doll's hair because I don't want it to go soft. I like the texture that it's got to it at the moment. So I am just going to brush it out though. And I love the fringe, so I'm obviously leaving that. And then the style that I've gone for this one is just two little pigtails at either side, at either side. And then I'm just going to secure them with loom bands. And then I decided that this was, well, there wasn't a lot I could do with the hair because of the condition that her hair was in and just the length of it as well. But I think that this is stereotypical puppet or like horror doll character hair. So anyway, I'm just putting in the two of these, and then I don't mind that there's a little gap at the back because I just think that she's vintage. She's meant to be this like little haunted puppet kind of thing. So, and I actually think it's quite cute so far. Yeah, but there we go. And then I'm adding in some red ribbons, but it was too thick, so I'm cutting down the middle of a ribbon, and I'm actually hoping that it frays a little bit as well because I want it to have that texture and that look of like old tatty puppet that's been in like an antique shop for years, just sitting there waiting to be bought. I would probably buy this to be honest, but I do like the look of these. She is now currently living next to Jack from last week. If you haven't watched last week's, please go and watch it because I honestly loved creating that doll. Clearly I was struggling to tie this. After managing to tie pieces of tiny string, I couldn't tie that ribbon. But anyway, that's where we're up to, and now I'm doing the final touch, which is popping the strings on the wooden dowels, and then we can try and get her to work. Now, I think that this is more a picture than an actual toy or like something that's practical to use, but you can get my gist. This was just like using the prompt to create this doll. I actually really love it, and when she's on this stand in a second, oh, I did add this red ribbon because the costume was a little bit loose, but look, oh, I love her. We are gonna call her Marionette. I think that's a cute name for her, or Anne for short. And here is the before, and little wiggly legs here. Very, very articulated doll. Anyway, but here's the after. There we go. That was episode 2 of the Create This Book Tuesday series. And here is the doll. I've had to put the, I don't even know what you call it on a puppet, but the handle bars. It's not handlebars. I've had to keep the control panel. This is going really bad. I had to keep the sticks behind her back so that it doesn't get all tangled. But yeah, this is the finished doll. How do you think we did for what the prompt was asking? I love this doll. I don't know if I wanted to, I think I should have added some creepy eyebrows because you can't really see them on camera at all. And I think that could have looked cool. Should I add some? Let me know if I should add some. Anyway, so here it is, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye!